The following broadcast is the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, David Reagan Ford, Sonic America's Drive-In, Com South, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now for the Middle Georgia Sports Network's pregame show, presented by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets Nest and to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. I'm Brett Taylor, alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and I tell you what, Kenny, this is going to be a big region matchup as both of these teams come in and look to try to get a stronghold onto the region here as the Lady Hornets will take on the Gatewood Gators out of Eatonton, Georgia tonight, and then we'll be followed by the Gators and the Hornets at 8:30. The boys will tip off as well. So, Kenny, kind of give us a little bit of what you think the keys of the game are for both of these teams, especially Westfield coming in again for their second consecutive game here at home without Jackie Bard.
Yeah, I think losing Jackie Bard is a tough player to lose, especially with the talent and the tenacity that she has. But we were able to see Winter Williams kind of grow last week when we were here. She played exceptionally well, and it's going to be a filling of Bard's position by committee, if you will. And last week they did a good job, and then going over to Augusta and playing the Augusta schools, Augusta Prep and Westminster, and coming out with victories over there. So this team is strong, and I think they've been playing as well as they have all year. And I think if they continue to play well as a team, and if Caitlin Mosley can start hitting some shots and getting the arc down, as we're watching her here, and there she goes, draining one here in pregame, that could bode well here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. As I can look down there and tell that it looks like the Gatewood Gators, the Lady Gators, are very deep, have some height on them, and a lot of players, as they probably have maybe a handful more on the squad than do Westfield, and the Lady Hornets are going to have to be wise in shuffling in players, because it looks like the Gatewood Lady Gators are going to be fresh here tonight. And, that can, in a close game, that can spell trouble if you're not fresh and you get tired and your shots starting to become lazy. You don't get your legs up under you. And those are the things that, from an offensive perspective, Westfield has got to do a good job of in finishing at the hole. We've had a lot of opportunities the last few weeks that we've seen them, and they got to make sure they take advantage of every opportunity here tonight. They've been very tenacious on the defensive end, and hopefully that can continue, because that, much like the boys, that creates a lot of their offense.
Yeah, we talked about that last week with Coach Champion, just the fact of active hands in the lanes, and Chelsea Whaley is one of those players who really sets this team apart from others. If she's able to get her hands in those passing lanes, that opens up things on the offensive side. They're good at sharing the basketball as well. And Caitlin Mosley, while she hasn't had her shot as much this year so far, she's still a great player and will share the ball and do the things she needs to do in the other stat categories. And that's why she's one of the senior leaders on this team. So I look forward tonight to seeing how Chelsea plays, how Caitlin plays, and then how will Winter play. I'm sure she'll get the start here tonight. And then an X factor as well, kind of a quiet player, is Whitley Young. Whitley has really developed a pretty good shot, and she is also a key member to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what we'll do is, as we're in the Brandon Outfitters pregame show here at the Lady Hornets game, the first game of the night here against the Lady Gators from Gatewood, we'll take a quick break and be back with the rest of the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball, the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice.
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Ow, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Oh, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Hey, wait in that door, Jim, or I'll...
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Brandon Outfitters pregame show to the Lady Hornets matchup here tonight with the Lady Gators, as I am Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Cofer, and it's going to be a very good matchup of region foes here tonight, as Westfield has concluded most of their non-region schedule and look to get on a roll here at home, as they're already 2-0 in the region, as they defeated, as Kenny mentioned in the earlier segment, defeating the Augusta Prep Cavaliers, I believe it was, and then the Westminster Wildcats up in Augusta. They had a 2-game road trip and come home here tonight on Tuesday night to take on the Gatewood Gators from Eatonton. The Hornets will, just a quick plug here, as the Hornets will be home again on Friday. I believe that's the 23rd at 6:30. The Lady Hornets will tip off, and that will be against Augusta Prep. And then the Hornets, the boys game, will be at 8 o'clock as well. So that will be another region contest this Friday night, as the Hornets look to improve in the region, and the boys will look to avenge a loss that they had over the weekend to the Augusta Prep Cavaliers and try to get back into the thick of the region race, as the Lady Hornets are atop of the region right now, 2-0, and they look to see if they can't continue that winning trend here tonight against the Lady Gators. And it'll be an interesting matchup to see if players like Unique Tuberville, Chelsea Whaley, and Caitlin Mosley can continue on the roll that they've been on over the past probably 4 games that we've seen them this season. They're undefeated at home, and they have not lost a game that we have covered so far. So hopefully they can continue that trend here tonight and get a big W in region play, as see Chelsea Whaley down there shooting some free throws, getting warmed up here. And Kenny had to run and get us a roster real quick, so good job on him. And Kenny, I was just talking a little bit about the fact that the big three really need to get going here tonight for the Lady Hornets, Chelsea Whaley, Unique Tuberville, and Caitlin Mosley. And they want to continue that winning trend in the region, as they went it to Augusta, had 2 quality road wins against Augusta Prep and Westminster. And you got to think they need to keep that rolling if they want to get a good seed heading into the playoffs in this region contest here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Westfield, as you talked about earlier, Brad, is really behind in the numbers here. Looking at the roster from Gatewood, they got 14 players to Westfield's, 12. And then you take away Jackie, and that makes you, 14 to 11. So the big three will have to play well. They'll probably have to play a lot of minutes. And the fact that there are 3 people in the hole. So it'll be interesting to see how things line up here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And another player I think that's going to have to come up big is going to be Gracie Duggan. I know she hasn't played a whole lot here in the early going of the new year. She played a lot before the season, but she's really kind of gotten back into basketball shape the last couple of games that we've seen her. She played a lot in the last matchup against the Central Georgia Academy Mustangs, and she hopes to continue to get a lot of playing time here tonight. And I think she could be another force down low, as I see some definite height for the Gatewood Lady Gators, and Gracie is going to have to be that one of those scrappy players inside that can maybe come up with some big blocks and turnovers on the defensive end for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield, the advantage they have over the other teams is just how good they are down low in the post. When you look at Unique Tuberville and you throw in Jerica Ratliff and Duggan, I mean, that just is a formidable front court, and Westfield is going to have to dominate the glass here tonight to really have a chance and defeat these Lady Gators from Gatewood, as both teams going to be a lot of green and white and gold out here on the court here this evening, as we're almost set. We're about 90 seconds away.
Yeah, this team right here, Kenny, reminds me of a lot of Tatnall last year. I know you weren't here for that game. I think Tim and I did that game, but this Gatewood Gators team reminds me of Tatnall. Westfield came away with that victory that night, so we'll see what they can do here. As we're going to take a timeout right before the prayer and the national anthem, and be back with the tip of the ladies game here tonight between the Gatewood Gators and the Lady Hornets of Westfield. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice?
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this, half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Stay away from that door, Jim, or I'll...
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice?
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Ow, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor, and let's go ahead and give the starting lineups, run down those real quick. For the Lady Gators from Gatewood will be, and we only have last name, so I apologize. Number 1, Gregory. Number 2, Morris. Number 3, Lack. Number 23, Malcolm. And number 33, Calvert. And those will be the Lady Gators starters here tonight. And we will wait to give you the starters for the Lady Hornets here tonight. I have a guess. Let me see if I can see them. We're going to have Unique Tuberville, Chelsea Whaley, Winter Williams, Gracie Duggan, Whitley Young, and Caitlin Mosley. Winter Williams will be on starting tonight. Coming off the bench here tonight for the Lady Hornets. And hopefully we have a good tip here. We don't have to redo anything as we've had to a couple of games so far this season as the Lady Gators get a little riled up.
Yeah, they got a little unique chant there. They get in a circle and pound the floor, and not sure exactly what they yell, but I'll try to make some of the names of the girls out there. And so far, Carla Gregory, Brittany Morris, Sydney Lack, Marley Malcolm, and Leslie Calvert.
Great, good job.
So, for Westfield, it will be getting a start here tonight. Will be Gracie Duggan, and going along with her will be Unique Tuberville, Chelsea Whaley, and Whitley Young, and finally will be Caitlin Mosley. So those are your 5 starters. So they decided to go a little bit bigger in the lineup here tonight and put Gracie Duggan in there instead of Winter Williams. And that is in lineup for the Westfield Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I think that should bode well for the Lady Hornets getting Gracie Duggan in there. We're about ready for tip-off here tonight. Again, the Lady Gators are taking on the Lady Hornets here in this region matchup for both of these teams. And I'm not sure about the Gatewood Gators record, but if they're not undefeated, they probably only have 1 loss in the region. But Westfield coming in undefeated in the region here tonight, and undefeated at home that we've seen so far. So to start the tip, the ball is tipped away and corralled by Unique Tuberville. Gets it over to Caitlin Mosley at the top of the key. Over to Whitley Young. Whitley Young, right wing. Out to Gracie Duggan, top of the key. Gets it over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley looking inside, gets it to Tuberville. She gets it in off the backboard, and Westfield on top 2-0.
Yeah, good job. Good lob pass down low to Unique, and easily put that in with the left hand.
Yeah, great job right there. Good entry pass. As another cross-court entry pass, but the shot is off the mark right there by the Lady Gators, and that was number 23, Marley Malcolm. So Caitlin Mosley going to start things here for the Lady Hornets. Has the ball at the top of the key, driving, gets it inside to Whaley. Her shot is up and good. She's almost fouled on the play, and Westfield now on top 4-0.
And again, that speaks to Caitlin's ability on offense.
That shot is off the mark, no good. Tipped away by the Lady Gators, but it's going to stay with the Lady Gators. Looked like number 33, Leslie Calvert, got her hand in there. The official saw otherwise. Ball is inbounds, out to a Lady Gator. Her shot is off the mark for three-point range. That was number 2, Brittany Morris, and rebound down to Tuberville.
Good job by Unique getting a body position there and blocking out and getting a good defensive rebound.
Caitlin Mosley, top of the key. Throws the ball to nowhere and goes out of bounds. First turnover of the night for the Lady Hornets. But they're on top 4-0 here in the early part of the first quarter with 6:45 left to go here in the first part of this game. So Lady Gators bring it up. Morris, left wing, gets it out number 1, Gregory. Gregory driving back over to the left wing, trying to get it to Morris. She's picked up her dribble out there on the left wing, gets it inside to Calvert. Calvert turns around. Her shot is off the mark, and the ball is tipped out off of the Lady Gators, and Westfield will gain possession there after the missed shot. 3 of them inside. 0 for 3 are the Lady Gators.
Yeah, Calvert had good position there. She did a good job turning around. Just couldn't get the basket to fall. But she's going to have a tough matchup down low.
Full court press broken right there. Great job. And a good pass inside. Off the mark by Gracie Duggan. Rebound down to Tuberville. She's fouled on the way up. Going to go to the free throw line. And this has been an improved part of her game here so far in this 2014-2015 season. Tuberville has been deadly from from the free throw line. I said 2-point line.
Yeah, she has been almost automatic, and I don't want to jinx her here, but she has just been a great free throw shooter. Of course, and that's exactly what we
tried to knock on wood before, but didn't help. So she'll have a second shot here on the shooting foul.
Well, Westfield's come out very strong here early.
Second shot is up and no good. Hit every part of the iron it could.
Double jinxed her there.
Yep, rebound down to the Lady Gators. Number 3, Lack, has the ball top of the key, driving left wing. Going to bring it back out. Caitlin Mosley, great defense right there. Lack gets it inside. Number 23, that is Malcolm. Malcolm dribbles it back out, gets it over to a wing player there. The ball is tipped around, finally corralled by Gregory. Gregory picks up her dribble again on the outside, gets it to number 3, Lack, and she has the ball tipped away. And Caitlin Mosley trying to find Lack, and she has the ball stolen away. Lack trips over Caitlin Mosley, and finally Gracie Duggan corrals the basketball.
Man, that was a good effort there by Lack, but couldn't come up with the ball. She's a feisty little player for sure.
Caitlin Mosley gets it to Duggan. Duggan, left wing, gets it back to the top of the key to Chelsea Whaley, who throws it inside and has the ball stolen away by Calvert. Calvert in transition out to Morris. Morris back to Calvert inside. Her shot is off the mark. Second shot after the rebound is off the mark. Third shot is off the mark. And the Lady Gators finally connect after the rebound and putback by number 2, Brittany Morris.
Yeah, Calvert was doing all she could there, but couldn't get the left-handed shot to fall. She's kind of just throwing it as hard as she could off the backboard.
4-2 your score here in the middle part of the first quarter. Ball tipped away, going to stay with Westfield. Good drive right there by Caitlin Mosley, and she was just not able to finish it off. And a very, very good job offensively so far by the Lady Hornets. They just can't finish, and that's one of the things we talked about. Ball inbounds to Unique Tuberville. Her shot is off the mark. No, it's good. Goes off the backboard in for 2, and she's going to go to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play here tonight. Kenny, great job so far by Unique Tuberville. She's really been a dominant player so far.
Yeah, I mean, Unique has some power down there in the block, and she's really exploiting that because, I'll tell you, number 33 is a good player. That is Calvert, and they're going to call the foul. Who are they calling the foul on? I'm not sure. They had some substitutions come in.
I'm not sure.
I think they're saying the shot was good. Now they're going to shoot. So the communication issues there with the refs. But good play by Unique.
And shot is up and good. She connects on the three-point play. 7-2 is your score. Westfield on top with 4:42 left to go here in the first. Black gets it out to Malcolm. Malcolm over to Morris. Inside to Calvert. Her shot is up and good. Nice drop step right there and turnaround shot. 7-4 your score. And this is kind of setting up to be a very good matchup here tonight. 7-4 your score here early with 4:20 left to go first quarter. Whitley Young almost has the ball stolen away. Finally gets it back to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley going to set things up. Gatewood extending their defense. And Caitlin, the much taller player, has a 5-second call against her.
That was good defense there by the Lady Gators. They forced that turnover because Caitlin couldn't find anybody to pass it to, and 5 seconds turnover back over to the Lady Gators.
It looked like Caitlin might have been telling the official, I created some space there. She wouldn't really guard me, but they gave her the benefit of the doubt. Good defense right there by number 3, Lack. She throws the ball errantly, but gets it inside to Calvert, and her shot is up and good. And your score now 7-6, and Coach Champion going to take a timeout. 7-6 your score, with 3:52 left to go here in the first. Westfield on top. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer. The Lady Hornets on top by a point, 7-6 your score. As Whitley Young has the ball off her hands and goes out of bounds to the Lady Gators of Gatewood with 3:42 left to go here first quarter.
Sloppy play over the past few minutes by the Westfield Lady Hornets, and Coach Champion taking that timeout. Trying to calm them down, but not the way you want to come out of a timeout with a turnover.
Absolutely not. Lack gets it to Morris. Morris inside to Calvert. Her shot is off the mark. Foul on the call right there. Calvert's going to go to the line for a chance at 2 and to take the lead for the Lady Gators.
Yeah, Calvert, she had a tough time on that one possession, taking 3 shots, but you can tell she knows her footwork down low. She's done a good job getting position. If she can get those shots to fall, it should be dangerous.
Ooh, that's a moon shot, and it's off the mark. That is really high.
Yeah, that was the anti-Caitlin Mosley shot.
Yep, 2 different ends of the spectrum there. She'll have a chance to tie the game now. Her shot is up and off the back of the iron. Rebound down to Duggan.
Good rebound by Gracie that time.
Yeah, got it very high on the way up instead of on the way down, and that's the way you want to rebound. Good positioning inside. Gets it into Tuberville. Tuberville has the ball knocked away, and number 1, Gregory, tries to catch it before it goes out. I thought it was going to go out off Duggan, but she put her hand on the ball. It's kind of one of those things like we've always talked about. Yeah. You act like you're guilty, you're going to be called for it no matter if you touch it or not.
Exactly.
The ball thrown into Whaley. Whaley's going to finally corral it, and Westfield having a hard time, although Whaley comes out of it wide open layup, and Westfield will take a 9-6 lead after kind of a busted play right there from the Lady Hornets. Driving inside, shot is off the mark. Lady Gators come down with a rebound, back outside to Morris. Morris has the ball knocked away, and Caitlin Mosley will come away with it.
Good defense that time by Lady Hornets.
A little out of control by the Lady Gators.
Absolutely.
Caitlin Mosley drives inside. She's going to be hand-checked on the way in there, and that will be out on the floor as Westfield is on top 9-6. Kind of picking up the intensity here for the Lady Gators. Excuse me, for the Lady Hornets.
Sydney Lack is like the little gnat that just won't go away. She's just a tough player, the kind of player you play, and she's a great player, but it's aggravating because she's always there. But that's exactly what you need on a tenacious defense. And she gets the foul that time there on Caitlin. A little confusion here with the refs and the scores table.
I think it's the numbers that with them tucked in, they're kind of folding over. They're so low on the Lady Gators. Inside to Duggan. Her shot is up and good. Nice play right there as she kind of wheeled around that screen, and the ball quickly pressed ahead by number 1 right there, Gregory. And Carla Gregory makes this a 3-point game here inside the Hornets' nest with 2:31 left to go. Nice pump fake right there by Tuberville. Tuberville back out to Duggan. Duggan over to Mosley. Mosley's going to shoot that. No, she's not. Wow, she's wide open. Passes it out to Duggan on the left elbow. Duggan is going to shoot it. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville puts it on the deck, has it blocked, and a rebound down to Malcolm, and she is fouled by Gracie Duggan on that play. A little bit of a body foul, and Westfield still on top 11-8. But this is going to be a nip and tuck basketball game throughout, I think, Kenny.
Yeah, Calvert did a good job that time defensively coming in with the block, and that's a no small feat, and it's on Unique Tuberville.
Gregory, top of the key, left elbow, drives inside, gets it back out to Morris. Morris' shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Gracie Duggan, goes off her hands out of bounds, and the Lady Gators will take it out under the basket.
Right now, Westfield is really not exploiting their best advantage, and that is the size down low. They're getting out-rebounded and out-hustled at the moment.
By one player.
Yeah.
Shot is off the mark.
Again.
It's off Chelsea Whaley's hands, and they just can't catch the basketball down low. I agree with you, Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on right now, but there you go.
Good defensive play. Westfield gets out in transition. Whitley Young drives inside. Looked like she walked, and she misses the shot. Now Westfield getting a little trap, and they're going to be beat in transition, but the ball's going to be thrown away, and she is out of bounds right there on the baseline, and Westfield going to get the basketball back.
Well, they got bailed out on that one because they were wide open going in transition after Westfield turns it over, and luckily they threw it away to the Lady Hornets or Lady Gators.
They had 4-on-2 here in the backcourt in transition defense, and then once that got beat, Lady Gators were all by themselves and just threw it away. So the Lady Hornets trying to set things up, calm things down with 1:18 left to go here first quarter. 11-8 your score. Westfield on top.
And we hear Coach Champion saying, let's move.
Nice pump fake by Tuberville. Tuberville avoids the foul. A great job right there. And number 1, Gregory, finally is able to come up with the basketball. Calvert never puts the ball on the deck. Almost looked like that was a walk as well.
I don't know what we got here. Oh, okay. Congratulations to Leslie Calvert. That's her 1,000th point at Gatewood. So congratulations to her. There, I'm not sure. Didn't really know what happened at the time, but getting her pictures taken and all that. So congratulations to Leslie. Now we'll return to the action here.
Congratulations.
We saw Caitlin Mosley do that last year.
And Caitlin will bring the basketball up here for the Lady Hornets. No better gift for the Lady Hornets than to spoil that night here for Calvert. But Calvert comes away with the steal. Gracie Duggan going to be called for the foul with 44 seconds left to go here in the first.
It's gotten really out of hand for Westfield, and I say that, and they lead by 1. But, you know, they haven't played well at all here in this last 5 minutes or so, and they're lucky to be leading this game.
Missed a lot of close shots as well as number 3, Lack, brings it up. She's going to drive left baseline, and she gets it in. Excuse me, that was the left block, and it's 12-11 now. Westfield trails for the first time in the game.
Yeah, she went coast to coast all by herself that time. There she goes.
She's going to tip the ball away, but Caitlin Mosley will come up with it. She's going to drive inside, pass it to Unique. Unique's going to be blocked. And it looked like she was hacked on the play, and almost a walk there in the backcourt. No call. Shot is up and good right there from number 23, Marley Malcolm. And this game is turned in the favor of the Lady Gators, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Westfield trails here 14-11. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trails for the first time tonight, 14-11. We're about to be in the start of the second quarter here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Again, this will be game one of the night as the Westfield Hornets will take on the Gators from Gatewood in the boys action of the nightcap. And Kenny, it should be a great matchup, but right now we're watching a very good game as the Gatewood Gators will take the ball out to start this second quarter on top 14-11.
Yeah, and a ComSouth stat update. Leading scorer for Westfield is Chelsea Whaley and Unique Tuberville, both with 4 points.
It's Malcolm gets it over to Lack. Lack to Morris. Morris, three-point shot on the way is off the mark, but rebound down to Gregory. And she's just on that backside block and cleans it up. Knows exactly where her player is going to miss. 16-11 is your score.
Yeah, again, rebounding. That is what they're getting beat on, and that's why they're trailing here.
Out to to Mosley. Mosley pump fakes, gets it to Willie Young. Out to Tuberville. Back to Young. Back over to Mosley. Mosley shot is up. No good. Rebound down to number 2, Morris, for the Lady Gators.
No second chance opportunities with this Gatewood rebounding team.
As Lack gets it back out to Morris. Morris looks like she's going to try to get the ball to Malcolm. Malcolm gets it back out to Morris. Morris inside of Calvert. Her pass is way off the mark. Again, 16-11 is your score. Westfield trails with 7:05 left to go here in the second.
Got to figure out something. I mean, they got out to an early lead and have just kind of gone quiet ever since.
And they did it by getting it inside, and that's exactly what Westfield needs to do. As Whitley Young's shot is up and good. Nice from the right wing, just inside the three-point line, and Westfield cuts the lead to 3. Gatewood on top.
She's kind of like Al Horford. You give her a shot around the elbow, she's going to knock it down.
Ball pass inside right there to Malcolm, and she finishes it off. 18-13 your score, and I tell you what, Gatewood has found their rhythm offensively.
That was a great pass. Backdoor, she flipped the screen, came in, wide open layup.
Tuberville pump fakes, gets it over to Whaley. Whaley has been quiet tonight. Her shot is up and almost in. Misses off the back iron. She's going to go to the line for a chance at 2. 18-13 your score. 6:22 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Westfield needs to start exploiting that inside presence that they had early in the game, like you said. Now they got a couple players in there as Chelsea knocks down the first of 2. But, you know, Jerica Ratliff getting in the game, and you got Unique Tuberville. This is a lot of size for Westfield.
Second is on the way and good. Cuts the lead again to 3, 18-15. And Westfield needs to try to go on one of their patented runs that starts with defensive pressure. And they need to try to get Calvert in foul trouble if they can. Jerica Ratliff defending her. Her shot is off the mark and rebound down to Ratliff. That should have been a foul on the reach in. And Westfield, 18-15 your score, is trying to knot it up here. They got a chance if they hit a 3. If not, they'll be down by 1 if they connect on a 2. Driving in Whaley. Her shot is up and good. That was just completely cleared out. Bad defense right there by the Lady Gators. And that looked like Westfield late in the first quarter. Ball into Calvert, out to Malcolm, over to number 1 right there. I believe that was Gregory, and she is just automatic all of a sudden.
Very impressed so far with Gatewood, the way they played here this evening. They've done a good job inside and out when they've been given the opportunity to make some open shots.
Westfield down 20-17. Whaley gets it at Willie Young. Her shot is up and no good, but rebound on the backside by Caitlin Mosley. Mosley's shot is up and off the mark, and rebound down to Calvert. Calvert in transition, 2-on-1 opportunity, but Whaley tracks it down and makes her pick up her dribble. She's going to get the ball back inside of Calvert, turns around, and big Jerica Ratliff there. Tall Jerica Ratliff, I should say, and she creates a lot of trouble for Calvert. Calvert kind of throws it away. Mosley gets it to Unique Tuberville right wing. Tuberville inside to Ratliff, and she has the ball stolen away by Morris. Morris gets it to Lack. Lack inside to Calvert. Calvert going to go up. They're going to call a hand check foul on Chelsea Whaley. 20-17 your score with 4:48 left to go here in the second quarter. Westfield trails.
This has been a very well-played game by this Gatewood team, and they're going to take a timeout.
So we'll take a timeout with them. Westfield trails 20-17. You're listening to Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trails 20-17. Lady Hornets down with 4:48 left to go here in the first half. And really, Gatewood, Kenny, has been able to kind of get in rhythm offensively and done an excellent job scoring, especially on some nice back cut passes a la Princeton there on the offensive end, inside on the backside post.
Yeah, these entry passes from the point guards have been on point, and Leslie Calvert's been able to turn those into points. Congratulations to her on her 1,000th point here tonight.
As Lack drives inside, gets it out to Morris. Morris, wasting no time, gets it back to Gregory. Gregory over to Morris. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Gatewood, and Gatewood doing a good job on the offensive glass as Malcolm's going to shoot a shot from the right baseline, and it goes up and in. 22-17 your score.
Westfield really needs to take advantage. They've gone small, have the Lady Gators, and they really got to take advantage of this opportunity right here and not get those free shots like that from Malcolm.
I think Calvert might have hurt her back. I saw him rubbing that, so she might have come out. Looks like there's going to be a foul right there on number 1, Carla Gregory. And I don't believe anybody's in the bonus as of right now. 22-17 your score. 4:12 left to go here in the second quarter. Chelsea Whaley will take the ball on the baseline here on the left side of your screen. It's going to be an illegal screen on Jerica Ratliff. No, they're going to call it on number 1, Carla Gregory. No, they're going to call it on 35.
Yeah, it is Ratliff.
Looked like he was pointing at Gregory.
And here comes Calvert back in the game to replace Gregory. But, yeah, I think Jerica just kind of threw a hip out there, and it caught the knee of the Lady Gator. And now Westfield's going to have some substitutions. Young going out. Coming in will be Winter Williams, and Gracie Duggan checking back in as well.
Westfield's going to be in trouble here if they can't find something defensively against Calvert inside. Shots she's missed have been point blank. Morris, her shot is up. No good. Back iron. Rebound down to Lack, and the Lady Gator, she does a good job of tracking it down all the way across court to Malcolm. Her shot is off the mark. Blocked right there by Whaley, and the ball was knocked away. And going to call a foul on Tuberville. Tell you what.
That could have been jump ball. It was very close, but it goes against Tuberville. I think the reason why is because Tuberville only had one hand in there, and Calvert had a solid 2.
Seen a jump ball called with less hands in the pile, honestly.
That's true.
Shot is up from Morris, off the mark, rebound down to Gracie Duggan. I tell you what, this Lady Gator team, they do a good job of crashing the boards.
Absolutely.
Westfield has had position, and they wait until Westfield brings the ball down, and they take it away from them. Whaley getting hand checked, no call. Inside to Winter Williams, her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Malcolm.
Good pass, but not the player you want down low in a Williams.
Morris's shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Calvert. Calvert looked like she walked inside. Her shot is way off the mark. And Whaley ahead in transition. Trying to pump fake Malcolm. Her shot is off the mark. And it looks like she stepped on the baseline. No call. Getting a little sloppy here in the last 2 minutes. With 2:58 left to go here in the first half. Shot is up. No good. Wow. Rebound down to Gracie Duggan.
That was halfway down the cylinder there.
Whaley, again, left wing. She's going to drive inside. Creates the contact. Great job right there. It's number 23, Marley Malcolm, was off balance. And a good call. I mean, I've seen that 1,000 times in the NBA. That's a foul on the defensive player.
Absolutely. She was moving. Her feet weren't set just yet, and that's always going to go on the defense. You got to have firm ground and established, but she was shifting to the right there. And Whitley Young will check back in to replace Winter Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the argument is there. I've seen that 1,000 times. So Gracie Duggan comes down with it. Shot is up and good. So Westfield trails by 3.
If anything, they should have been more mad about that because Gracie pushed right in the back to that rebound.
And it's hard for those bigger players. I thought Gatewood might have a height advantage, but they go really small in the backcourt, and their guards are probably, if they're 5 foot, they're barely 5 foot. Driving right baseline, gets the ball back out to Morris, over to Lack, drives inside, her shot is up and good. She goes in knees first. The girl after my own heart right there.
Yeah, I mean, she is, 5 foot nothing, but she is all heart.
She ain't 5 foot.
Yeah, 4'10" maybe, but she is all heart.
Whitley Young gets the ball inside to Whaley, and it's going to go off her hands out of bounds. There's nowhere to go with the basketball right now. Westfield not doing a good job, and coming back into the game is going to be number 1, Carla Gregory, for number 23, Marley Malcolm.
Yeah, Westfield this is probably the worst first half or any half I've seen them play so far this season, and they're still hanging around.
Yeah, they're still in the game, and like we said, their defense has done a good job. They just haven't been able to connect offensively. And Calvert gets it back out to Morris. Morris over to Lack. Lack inside to Gregory. Her shot is up and good. She just turns around and makes it and extends the lead to 26-19 with a minute 41, and Westfield really needs a big shot to kind of stem the tide here as it's turning in the favor of the Lady Gators from Gatewood.
Yeah, right now they have no identity on what they're trying to do offensively. Again, defense turns into offense, and that's what they're not doing tonight.
Gracie Duggan fouled and off the mark, but she'll go to the line with a chance to cut in this lead. And that was a good job right there by Gracie Duggan.
Yeah, the little Spitfire came and got her that time in Lack, Sydney Lack. I mean, she reminds me of like a little Josh Jenkins, but on the basketball court, just all over the place.
Gracie Duggan's first free throw is up and good. 26-20 your score, and Westfield trails by 6 with a minute 21 left to go here in the first half. Her second shot is up and good. Nice looking shot and form right there from Gracie Duggan. 26-21 your score with only a minute 15 left to go here in the first half, that is. Gatewood Gators moving the basketball very well. Lack to Morris. Morris going to try that shot off the backboard. Rebound down to number 1, Gregory. I have no idea how she comes away with that basketball inside with those taller, more dominant, you would think, players inside. The ball almost knocked away by Tuberville.
Man.
Ball's going to be in to Calvert off the backboard and good. Westfield just playing good defense, just can't catch a break with trying to find the basketball.
I mean, these entry passes are right where they need to be, and then all she's got to do, Calvert, is just turn around and put it in, and she's done just that.
Caitlin Mosley gets the ball over to Whaley, trailing by 7 here with 30 seconds to go. Whaley, left wing, back out to Tuberville. Tuberville going to drive. Over to Whitley Young, inside to Whaley, and that's the second one she's thrown away with 17 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ugly-looking offense there from Westfield as they're going to have some substitutions come in right now for Marley Malcolm will check in the game with Turner.
And you would think that the Lady Gators will hold for the last shot. Morris out of Malcolm. Malcolm gets it out to Morris. Her shot is off the mark, way long, and throws it to Whaley. Whaley throws it up, and it's not going to be close. And Westfield will go into halftime down 28-21. Your score, the Lady Hornets trail for the first time all season going into halftime that I can remember here at the Hornets Nest. So we'll take a quick break, be back with the Planners First Halftime Show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Here we met Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford in Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice?
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this, half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Ow, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planners First.
Welcome back inside the Hornets Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer. And Kenny, it's a tough halftime for the Lady Hornets. 28-21 your score here at halftime. The Lady Hornets trail for the first time here at home this season to the Gatewood Lady Gators. And I tell you what, Kenny, if I'm Coach Champion, I'm telling my girls we got to get some of those some of those defensive rebounds that the Gatewood Lady Gators keep coming up with inside. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. It seems like a lot of second chance points for Gatewood, and then when they're not getting second chance looks, they're getting wide open shots down low, and you can't play good enough defense when you're giving up those kind of easy baskets and then putback baskets after you play good defense for 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield's just getting out hustled tonight. There's no way to really sugarcoat it on the defensive side of things. They're not denying the passing lanes that they normally do a good job of, and I really think if I'm Coach Champion, I might put Chelsea Whaley down low on Leslie Calvert, because Chelsea, while not the thickest of players, is long and lanky, and if she can get her hands and tip some of those entry passes, that could really help on the defensive side of things and maybe get the transition game going, because Westfield has had zero offensive identity so far. They try to bring it down slowly, set up in the half court, and then lob it down low into the post, but it's pretty easy to figure out. Gatewood sniffed that out pretty easily. They have somebody helping out on the backside, so when you lob it in, they got that player in the face of the post player, and then they, of course, already got a player posted up on them. So Westfield's going to have to figure out something, but I think if you shift Chelsea Whaley defensively on Calvert, that would help tremendously in trying to get things back going the right way, because even as bad as they play, they're only down 7 points here at halftime.
Yeah, I think maybe go to a matchup zone where you put Whaley, like you said, on Calvert exclusively, play zone on the rest of them, and anytime they step inside the three, let them shoot it from 3-point land. They haven't proven that they can make a shot from three. Let them shoot it and make them earn it from inside the stripe, and I think, or inside the line, and I think that the Westfield is going to have to do a good job. But really, they excelled in the first about 4.5 minutes on the offensive end. They were up, I believe, 5 at one point, Westfield was, and then their offensive ability is just really dwindled here in the second quarter, and Westfield's going to have to make some shots on offense, and there's really no two ways about it. If you don't score, especially being down 7, you're not going to win.
That's what Steve Stifler said. You don't score until you score. So Westfield has got to step it up here offensively because there's nothing doing thus far. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the ComSouth stat update.
These kids don't even know who Steve Stifler is, I bet.
No idea. So ComSouth stat update here from the Nest. Chelsea Whaley, 3 of 5 here in the first half with 8 points. Whitley Young was 1 of 3. She has 2 points here tonight. Unique Tuberville, 2 of 3 with 5 points on the evening. Caitlin Mosley, this is the big one to me. She is 0 of 1 with no points. That is a tough thing to come back from when your leader hasn't even put the one shot on the board here at halftime. Winter Williams, 0 of 1, no points. Gracie Duggan was 2 of 3. She has 6 points. So your leading scorers here are Whaley with 8, Duggan with 6, and then Unique Tuberville with 5, and Whitley Young with 2, and that is it offensively for Westfield. So only 4 players on the scoreboard here thus far through 16 minutes of play, and I'm sure Coach Champion is down there in the locker room right now really giving it to his team and telling them, wake up, guys. It's time to play. This is the region time. You got all the tough parts. You played all the non-region games, but this is when it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Westfield has the firepower to come back. They just got to find the rhythm and see if they can't get back in the game. And, again, Westfield trails for the first time here at the Nest all season, 28-21 at halftime. The Lady Hornets going to look to come back here in the second half. Going to take a quick break and be back with second half action on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice.
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel. From football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate, Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, brought to you by Planners First.
Well, we're finished with the halftime show, but Westfield will start things off here on offense to start the second half, down 28-21, and we'll see if Whitley Young and her team can get things started here. She gets the ball over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley's shot is up, in and out, and Gosh, that was a good-looking shot, but just did not go down for the senior.
Well, that's one thing you tell Coach Champion wanted to work on is air ball thrown there by Lady Gators.
And Whaley comes up with a toss in by Calvert. Whaley going coast to coast. The ball is tipped away, but she's going to be fouled on the play.
Yeah, that foul is there on number 23, Marley Malcolm. And to the line will be Chelsea Whaley, but you can tell they're already being more aggressive on the offensive side of things, taking it to the hole, getting into the hands of their senior players.
Absolutely. Whaley's shot is up and good. And Westfield trying to start the second half as they did the first. And they need to continue that play if they're going to get back in the game. She connects on the second one, and Westfield now down 5, 28-23, with only 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter.
I smell bacon.
Bacon. Ball tipped away. Good defense by Westfield. Mosley has it. Gets it over to Whitley Young. Young drives in. Throws a bad pass, but finally gets it back and gets it back outside. Mosley, left wing. Top of the key now. Gets it out to Whaley. Whaley trying to go inside. Not going to get inside. Drops right baseline. Coach Champion not happy. Gets it over to Duggan. Duggan nowhere to go. Good defense. Back out to Mosley on the left wing. Over to Whitley Young. Inside to Whaley. Whaley. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Mosley. Her shot is off the mark. And rebound down to Malcolm. Malcolm doing a good job there on the putback by Westfield. Malcolm drives right wing. Inside to Calvert. Calvert turns around. Her shot is up and good. And Gatewood extends the lead to 7, 30-23.
I mean, once she gets that position down low, she's almost impossible to stop because she's so long. And again, that was unique Tuberville on her defensively. I think they got to make that switch.
Whitley Young to Gracie Duggan at the top of the key. Gets it over to Mosley. Mosley inside to Tuberville. Tuberville, her shot is off the mark. Good defense right there by Calvert. And Calvert's going to double dribble. Excuse me, that's Malcolm. Good defense by Malcolm. And Westfield will get the basketball back. As I think she got that kind of caught up on her hip, trying to dribble out of the traffic down there. Westfield taking the ball out underneath the goal. Pass it into Duggan, wide open. Duggan's shot is off the mark, and she is fouled blatantly. And they call it. That is on Calvert. I'm not sure how many she has. I don't think she has much, to be honest with you.
I think they said that was her second. Yeah, if you can get her in foul trouble, that would be a very beneficial game plan for the Westfield Lady Hornets.
Shot is off the mark, back iron. Gracie Duggan trying to get the lead down to 6 for the Lady Gators as Westfield trails by 7 right now early in the third. Second shot is on the way and good. 30-24 your score.
Good job by Gracie that time, connecting on the free throw.
Lack at the top of the key. It's going to slow things down here. Gets it over to Malcolm. Malcolm back to Lack. Lack. Go to Morris. Morris back to Lack. Lack inside. Her shot is off the mark, and she's going to be fouled by Caitlin Mosley.
I tell you, she's just been that pesky type player that just kind of hangs around and gets in your way. But that is exactly the type of teammate anybody would ask for.
And you don't really need to put your hands on her. I mean, Caitlin could have blocked that shot without even touching her.
She's got a great shot too. Very impressive, Sydney.
Very impressive team here from Gatewood, and then Westfield is helping them out a lot, but you got to give credit to Gatewood. They're playing excellent. Missed shot and offensive rebound, and the ball is blocked right there. And finally, Caitlin Mosley has the ball tipped off her hand, and it goes out off number 1, Carla Gregory.
Good job that time by Caitlin being, in the action all the time. And gets that ball back to Westfield.
Westfield trails by 7. 31-24 your score. Whaley gets it to Young. Top of the key. Over to Mosley. Mosley going to drive. Drives inside. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Whaley. And Mosley has the ball tipped away. And I tell you what, Westfield just cannot get a hold of the basketball.
Yeah, it has not been the best game. And here they come quickly to the Lady Gators again offensively.
Morris. Back out to Lack. Lack drives left wing over to Malcolm. Inside to Duggan. Bad pass. Trying to get it to Calvert. And Duggan just steps right in front of it. And just kind of a stalemate here in the early going. Neither team really playing that well. Whitley Young inside to Tuberville. Tuberville drives. Drop step, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound after the air ball down to Calvert. Calvert all by herself. Westfield turns around. They might be able to get a steal. Ball thrown away. Hit off the guy in the pink shirt over there. He rubs his hip a little bit, but Westfield will get the basketball.
That's Mr. Stevie Lane over there, I believe. A little peach nectar on that one.
You got to turn around and catch that. Caitlin Mosley coming up. Being guarded by Lack. Over to Whitley Young. Has the ball stolen away. Morris gets it over to Lack. Ooh, Lack almost walked. Her shot is up and good, though.
Westfield's going to have to score here or call a timeout because they look all sorts of discombobulated. There's a timeout.
So we'll take a quick break with them. Westfield trails by 9, 33-24 your score. Listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball in the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and Westfield trails for the largest margin here tonight. By the largest margin, 33-24. The Lady Hornets not looking at all like themselves, and a lot of that has to do with the play of the Lady Gators from Gatewood.
Yeah, I mean, they're just outplaying Westfield right now. There's no way to really sugarcoat it. They have been the better team so far, and they deserve to have a 9-point lead. Westfield's going to have to figure something out over this next 12 and a half minutes to hopefully maintain that home winning streak, excuse me.
Caitlin Mosley can't pick your basketball up that far out. Gets it over to Whitley Young. It's being guarded by Malcolm. Back to Mosley, and the ball is just off the mark. Gatewood is cutting the angles off, and Westfield throwing the ball wide, and that's happened 3 or 4 times here tonight.
Yeah, they just can't get anything going. Again, defense turns into offense. They're going to have to figure something out here.
Gatewood. Lack gets it over to Malcolm, back out to Lack. Lack throws it over to Gregory. Gregory over to Morris. Morris walks. And
that was a good
call right there. A couple times there, I thought Gatewood was going to walk with the basketball. And it looks like
I think he thought there was going to be a player to check in. But
that's what I thought when he blew the whistle.
Well, it was actually Connor Doles running by, but he had his uniform on.
I won't say it. I will not say it. Connor's our boy. Caitlin Mosley, again, a bad pass. They're just closing off. Westfield needs to go back door on that one. Rebound down to number 13. That's Turner, and she has the ball knocked away. Duggan going to come up with it and gets it back to Mosley. Mosley going to try to set things up here. Whaley, ball right wing.
Dang.
Over to Whitley Young. Young, bad pass and out of bounds, and Westfield just cannot get it together here tonight.
No, I mean, they are just playing lazy, and all the passes they're making are telegraphed the entire way, and it's just not been the best game at all for the Lady Hornets so far. But hey, you still got 11 and a half minutes to try to turn that around.
Amazingly enough, they're only down 9, and that really might speak to how well they played on defense, but they still can't get anything going offensively. Malcolm's shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Williams. Williams gets it over to Mosley, and Mosley has got to find her shot here. She has been held scoreless so far in this game. Gets it to Whaley, right wing. Whaley being guarded by Gregory. She drives right baseline. Her shot is up, no good, but she's fouled on the drive-in, and will go to the line for a chance at 2.
Just be aggressive. I mean, that's all they got to do. Go to the lane. Make something happen. If you just stand there and you're stagnant, nothing's going to happen. Those lazy passes are going to get picked off, and that's what's happened so far. She misses the first, but they are being the anti-Atlanta Hawks right now. The Hawks are successful because they share the basketball, but Westfield's not doing that.
33-25 your score. Westfield trails by 8. Let's see if they can come up with another defensive stop. 33-25 your score with 2:56 left to go here in the third. Malcolm out to Lack. Lack gets it over to Morris. Morris inside to Calvert. Calvert has the ball stripped away, and shot is off the mark, but she'll go to the line.
And that's just, right there. Gracie Duggan went for the steal. She was the backdoor help. When she did that, she kind of exposed Unique Tuberville there, who had to reach in and create the foul.
Shot it off the mark.
And here comes Jerica Ratliff into the game to replace Gracie Duggan. And I think Coach Champion's got to tell her, say, you can't pursue that backside trying to get the steal.
Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville fights away from Gregory right there, gets it, and Whaley has it on the left wing. She's going to throw it inside to Tuberville. She passes off the mark, and Morris has it. Whaley trying to steal it. Trying to get back in position, gets it to Malcolm, over to Gregory. Gregory at the top of the key, drives inside. Trying to find a place to throw it, being guarded. Gets it back out to Lack. Lack drives left baseline. Shot is blocked. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville strips it away. Good job by both girls right there fighting for it.
Man, I'll tell you what.
He's going to stay.
Sorry, Brett, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll say Calvert, she's not very strong, but she's stronger than she looks. I mean, she's been down there banging around, and she just threw the Westfield player there, Unique Tuberville, to the floor.
An inbounds play right here by the Lady Gators. Throws it out to Calvert. At the top of the key. Calvert going to get over to Malcolm. Malcolm to Morris. Morris on the right wing. Back out to Gregory. Inside, Jerica Ratliff doing a great job. Malcolm finally comes up with it as Jerica Ratliff knocked the ball away. And good defensive hands right there by Whaley. Westfield needs help right here, and Tuberville provides it. Gets the ball in the front court. Into the front court. Gonna drive, takes it all the way. Her shot is up and almost in, and isn't. And rebound down to Gregory. Ooh, almost a walk. That was. Ooh. That shot is in.
Man, it's getting physical down there. I tell you what, Calvert and Whaley almost mix it up down there, down low.
Tell you what, Westfield has been playing hard the last couple of minutes. They just can't catch a break now.
Down by 10, and there's a steal again.
And not even looking. Lack didn't even look at the basketball. And Westfield is just assuming that pass is going to be there, and they're not even paying attention. Winter Williams.
Oh, almost stolen away again there by Lack.
Gets it to Mosley. Mosley drives inside. Has the ball taken away. They're going to call a foul on Calvert. She just grabbed it from her.
Man, she is tough, buddy. I'll tell you what. Very impressed with Leslie Calvert. She plays hard.
See, here's what I don't understand. How's that on the floor?
Yeah, she was never going up. Timeout on the floor, though. So Westfield trailing by 10, 35-25. You listen to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice.
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Ow, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer. Westfield trails by 10. The Lady Hornets down here in the third quarter with 1:12 left to go here in the quarter. And Westfield going to have to try to figure out something. I tell you what, they have played decent here in the third quarter. Haven't been able to find a shot at all to go down. And they are over. They are over in the third quarter from the field. And the only points they have are from the free throw line, I believe 4.
Yeah, it's been ugly. There's a team that has scored 75 points in the game a few times.
As Whaley gets it into Tuberville, and she connects on it, 35-27, and it's going to have to be a comeback effort here tonight for the Lady Hornets. Drives inside by Morris. Shot is up and good.
Man. She's quietly been a great player so far tonight for the Lady Gators as well. She's made a lot of big shots and good passes.
Ball pass out to Willie Young. Inside to Ratliff. Nope. Stolen away by Calvert. Out in transition to Morris. Morris has the ball knocked away. Great job in defense right there. And Mosley going to go up court. Drives inside. Her shot is off the mark. You got to pass that. And in transition the other way is going to be Lack. Her shot is up and good and goes up 12 due the Lady Gators. And there's an example of how Westfield plays good defense, goes down, and cannot get a single point offensively. Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Jerica Ratliff, but number 4, Chelsea Whaley, will commit a foul on the play and will turn the ball back over to the Lady Gators.
So Westfield's at minimum going to be down 12 here going into the fourth quarter. While the Lady Gators have a chance here with 10 seconds to close the third quarter, make it a 14 or 15-point game.
Gregory passed it to Morris. Morris drives in right wing. Shot is off the mark. Gracie Duggan with the rebound. She's going to dribble out the third quarter, and Westfield trails going into the fourth. Down by 12, 39-27. Listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, the golden voice of the Hornets, Kenny Cover.
Well, I'll tell you, that was not a great offensive performance there for Westfield in the third quarter.
ComSouth stat update. As Unique Tuberville had 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Caitlin Mosley was 0 of 3, and that's it. From the free throw line, all the points, right?
Pretty much, except for the one from Unique there towards the end.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Gracie scored 1. Yep.
Westfield scored 6 points in that quarter, and 4 of those were from the free throw line.
Yeah, last game, I think Westfield scored 75 points that we saw them, and they can't muster very much here tonight, and you got to give all the credit to the Lady Gators. Caitlin Mosley over to Whitley Young. Whitley being guarded closely. Use your dribble. Gets it over to Duggan. Inside to Whaley. Whaley is fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line.
They're lucky that pass got in there because she was double teamed, and Westfield was very lucky that Chelsea's got such long arms able to grasp it away. And if she can convert here, anything that can count with the clock stop is a big advantage for Westfield now.
Well, Whaley's shot is good. Westfield trails by 11, 39-28 your score. And Westfield's going to have to play good defense down the stretch, and I believe they're going to have to make a couple threes to get back in it. Shot is off the mark. In transition are the Lady Gators in a hurry. Inside, and fouled right there was number 13, Turner. So she'll go to the line, fouled by Unique Tuberville. And Westfield just not doing a good job filling the transition lanes. Gatewood gets a rebound. They get out on either side of the court in transition. The ball, one pass up the court, and they're already across half court.
Yeah, I mean, it's making it tough for me being the camera guy as they knock down the first free throw. I'm sitting here trying to write down a missed shot or whatnot. I'm sure you folks at home watching are wondering what's going on, but these guys are just too fast. By the time I look up, they're halfway down the court.
Second shot off the mark. Rebound down to Calvert. Shot blocked from behind. It's going to go out off of Chelsea Whaley. And the usual grumbling from the fans here on the near side.
They should be happy. Their team has dominated this game.
As Gregory gets it over to Lack. Lack out to Morris inside. Misses the pass there. Rebound down to Mosley, it looks like. No. Whaley comes up with it. Trying to call timeout. They're going to call jump ball. It's going to go to Westfield. No.
It's going to stay with the Gatewood Gators.
Lady Gators take possession of the ball here, up 12 with 7:26 left to go.
Sorry about the camera there. The gentleman parked right in front. Good defense that time by Westfield, forcing the...
I was trying to figure out, they gave the ball and the clock started running. They screwed the clock up right there.
Yeah. Westfield needs all the seconds they can take.
Morris' shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Whaley. Whaley gets it out to Mosley in transition. Mosley going to slow things up. Lack going to steal it away from her. And her shot is up and good.
I mean, player of the game right there. All-around performance from Lack here tonight. Calvert, of course, a good offensive threat, but I tell you, Lack has been all over the court.
Loose ball tracked down by Whitley Young over to Whaley. Whaley gets it out to Tuberville. Tuberville drives inside. Her shot is up and no good, and she's going to be fouled on the play.
She got close to walking there. Took a few too many steps, but almost, and call is going to go on Gatewood. So she'll shoot 2. 1 of 3 so far here this evening.
Shot is up and good.
Westfield down by 13 here with 6:40 left to go in the game.
Not saying it wasn't a walk, but if you think that was a walk, do not watch the NBA.
Oh, I agree. It's ridiculous.
Shot is up and good. They don't have rules in the NBA anymore.
No, especially if you're a star player who sells jerseys. Black for the basketball for the Lady Hornets, or Lady Gators.
At the top of the key. They're just going to slow things down here, I believe. They're only up 12. I mean, I say that, but it seems like probably infinity. Good job right there by Whaley. She gets the ball to Whitley Young. In transition to Tuberville. Tuberville dribbling around. Almost has it stolen. And Westfield needs to hurry up here, down 12 with 6:10 left to go here in the game. Out to Duggan. Duggan.
Oh.
Lack falls, and shot is up and good. And I tell you what, she hustles. She hits the floor with like a ton of bricks sometimes. And she looks like she's hurt her mouth or something, leaning down a little bit.
I think it was her knee. She kind of got it tucked underneath herself.
Gets it over to Morris. Morris drives, gets it to Calvert. Shot is up, no good. Rebound back down to Calvert, no good. Rebound to Whitley Young, and Whaley has it. Westfield only down 10 with 5:36 left to go.
Close strong here, Lady Hornets.
Got a chance to steal one if you can maybe get a couple of threes here, get it tight. You never know. Whaley. Oh, I think the crowd over there wanted to shoot it. And Whitley Young misses a point-blank shot. Calvert falls to the ground.
Gracie, that should have been on Gracie, not on...
Wow. Westfield just cannot make the shots they need to. Point-blank shots, and, I mean, you're there, but it's just one of those things.
Checking back in will be
Malcolm, number 23.
Marley Malcolm.
For Turner, number 13. So Lack going to come up and set things up for the Lady Gators. 5:09 left to go here in the fourth. Going to drive. She's on the left wing. Passes it to Gregory. Gregory to Lack. Lack trying to drive inside. Hits it to Gregory. Gregory has the ball knocked away. Her second shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Calvert. Calvert's shot is off the mark. Westfield's going to have a chance to cut it to single digits with 4:48 left to go.
Hey, knock 2 points off a minute. This thing could get interesting at the end of the game.
Mosley over to Whitley Young. Young going to drive, and she's fouled by number 2, Morris. So Westfield will go to the line for a chance at 1-1 here. They're in the bonus.
And this will be Whitley's first time to the line tonight. She has 2 points.
Caitlin has still not scored a point.
Has not.
Whitley's shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Lack. Lack.
Oh, wow.
As these fans, I think, are ready to fight a high school kid.
Chelsea, she might have a future as a hockey player. She came with a little left shoulder block on the...
One of these women stood up over here and pointed at her like she was about to come out of the stands. Man, it's just high school basketball. It's not that serious. Gregory's shot is up. No good. And 23, Malcolm's going to be over the back there. Westfield's going to go down. And both teams are in the bonus now, 1-1, with 4:20 left to go in the game. And Malcolm's going to come out. Did she foul out?
I believe so.
Huh. Interesting. Gracie Duggan going to the line. She's been a good free throw shooter here tonight. Let's see if she can connect. I believe she might be 3 of 5. Or
let's see.
Shot is up. No good. Kiss of death. Rebound down to Whaley. Her shot is off the mark, and rebound down to Calvert. Just can't buy a bucket. Black has the ball blocked on the way up. 4:10 left to go. Westfield trails by 10. Good defense right there by Caitlin Mosley. Westfield's got to find a shot to drop.
Tell you what, Lack is going to sleep good tonight. She's run about 2 miles.
Morris' shot is off the mark, in and out. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville comes away with it. Good job right there, rebounding the basketball by Tuberville. You cannot, as a big down low, you cannot bring the ball down to everybody else's level. You got to keep it up. Gracie Duggan, ball at the top of the key. Fakes, drives inside. Her shot is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go with Westfield. Yep. 3:46 left to go. Westfield trails by 10, 42-32.
Yeah, they didn't have the possession arrow up there, but it will stay with Westfield.
Oh. Ball is knocked away by Morris, and do the same thing on the other side.
Timeout, Westfield.
Westfield's going to take a timeout. Take a break with them. Be back right after this timeout. Listen to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Cofer. Westfield trails by 10 with just under 4 and pass it out to Chelsea Whaley, who pump fakes, drives inside. Shot is up and good. Westfield cuts it to an 8-point lead, 42-34 your score with 3:36 left to go here in the game. Westfield going to try to turn an ugly game into a late victory if they can. Black gets the ball to Morris. Morris back out to Lack. Lack drives inside. Her shot is off the mark, but will go to the free throw line after being fouled. I believe that was on Whitley Young.
Yep, that is Whitley. That's her third foul. Team now with 7 fouls here in this second half, so close to going into the double bonus, but still 1-1, even though this is a shooting foul.
Shot is off the mark. Westfield again trails by 8. 3:23 left to go. Second shot is up and good. Westfield trails by 9.
The Hornets need to have a better offensive set here like they did the last time down. Just be decisive and go to the hole.
Might need to think about a 3 here. Ball is tipped away. Going to stay with the Lady Gators. They're just telegraphing passes. Just completely telegraphing them.
Yeah, it's almost too easy.
3:11 left to go here in the game.
Clock had not started.
The clock was at 3:11 and didn't start, as Kenny said, and they run off 3 seconds. 3:05 left to go here in the game. Morris to Calvert. Calvert walks. Oh, my gosh, he walked. No call back out to Morris. That wasn't even close. Back out to Lack. Lack driving. Left baseline out of control. Gets it inside to Whaley. Whaley going to drive up court. Drives inside. Fouled, and her shot is off the mark. She'll go to the line to cut it to 7. 2:42 left to go.
Yeah, as ugly as Westfield's played, I mean, they are hanging in there and just staying within arm's reach, but they really got to start converting on these free throws, these free opportunities they've been given.
Whaley, her shot is up and good. She cuts the lead to 8. 43-35.
She's now 7 of 11. They've got 8 of 12 from the line here tonight.
Westfield trails by 7. Crazier things have happened with 2:43 left to go in the game. We'll stay here as the Lady Gators call a timeout. And Kenny, let's take a look at the stats. What does Westfield look like right now here in the fourth?
So far, Chelsea Willie had 8 there in the first half. She's got 10, added an additional 8. So she's got 18 points.
Wow.
Here tonight, kind of quietly for Westfield. And looking ahead as well, I think Gracie Duggan as well. She had 4 points, 6 points. Add 2 more to that. She's got 8 points. So those are your two leading scorers, they count for 26 of the 36 points for Westfield. And again, Caitlin Mosley, 0 for 4 on the night, has not been to the free throw line. 0 points for Caitlin Mosley.
And that stat update is brought to you by ComSouth. We'd like to thank them and our other sponsors here tonight for bringing this broadcast to you. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to bring you the live high school coverage here that we do at Westfield, at the Westfield School. And right now, Westfield hoping they can get some defense going. 43-36 your score in the fourth quarter. And the Lady Hornets have trailed ever since about midway through through the second quarter.
Yeah, they got to buckle down here. This is game time. 2.5 minutes.
Black being guarded by Whitley Young. Gets it to Morris. Morris being guarded closely by Caitlin Mosley. Mosley trying to find an opening to steal the basketball. Hands the ball off to Lack. Lack being guarded by Whitley Young on the switch. Back to Morris. Morris being guarded closely. And Chelsea Whaley was going to try to steal the basketball if she could. They get it to Gregory. Gregory back out to Lack. Lack's going to drive inside. Shot is off the mark. No, it's in. And they're going to go to the line for a chance at three.
That right there is what you call a game deflator. I mean, basically, they killed 30 seconds of game clock just passing it back and forth. And then they drive, penetrate, get the basket, and the foul. And that might have been the final nail.
Ball tipped out off of Calvert. It's going to go with Westfield. Good call right there. The ball was clearly knocked off of Calvert's hand. I don't know what they're watching. Goodness gracious. Woo.
It's comical.
It is comical.
Being on the visitor side is funny.
Whaley going to shoot a three. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound down to Gregory. I tell you what, got to give a hand to these Lady Gators. They played an outstanding game here tonight. Completely took Westfield out of their game offensively. Minute 45 left to go here in the game. Whitley Young beat by Gracie Duggan. Ball goes off of Calvert, and it stays with. Should have been a foul over the back, but nonetheless, I guess in the end they get the call right.
Yeah, Westfield's got 97 seconds to close a 9-point gap here.
And poor shooting night's just not going to lend itself. Westfield fought hard, but I don't think the victory is going to be within grasp unless Westfield can get some quick turnovers and offense going. Oh, timeout with the ball tied up. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trails by 9. Lady Gators get it in bounds. Whitley Young guarding Lack. It's going to be a foul on the play, and Lack's going to go to the line as both teams are in the bonus. 36-45 your score. Westfield trails by 9.
Yeah, I think that was the 8th team foul, so they're still 1-1.
Lack's first shot is up and good. Extends the lead to 10.
She is, as I've said, definitely been the star of the night all the way around for this Lady Gator team.
And extends the lead to 11, 47-36. With a minute 14 left to go, Westfield's going to have to start shooting some three-pointers. Taking too much time here. Shot.
Oh, you got to shoot that, Gracie.
Gracie Duggan's shot is off the mark. Back iron, rebound down to the Lady Gators.
And that'll do it, I think.
Oh, yeah. Applaud the effort by the Hornets here tonight, but they just could not get it done as Gracie Duggan strips the ball away. Whitley Young passes it up to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley drives inside and is fouled with 44 seconds left to go. She's going to try to cut it to a 9-point game. I've seen Duke erase a 10-point deficit in 2000 or 2001 up at Maryland in a minute. Shot us.
Hey, that's our first point of the night here in the last minute of the game.
Man.
Caitlin Mosley finally on the scoreboard after 31 minutes and 15 seconds of play.
Second one is good. 9-point game. It's only 3-possession game. Westfield's got to come up with a turnover and hurry. Ooh, that's a travel. Yeah, it's a good call. A great call. She had the ball pinned up against her thigh, and a good call right there by the official on that far side.
Made a quick three here.
Quick three.
Taking way too long. Way too long.
You got to shoot it. Step into it and shoot it. Whaley. Got to drop. Has the ball tipped away. Wow. That ball wasn't tipped away?
Couldn't tell. But
47-38 your score.
Resetting the clock.
27.2, I believe is what I heard.
I gave him close enough. 27.
I don't think they can do points. Ball stolen away by Whaley. Inside to Mosley. Her shot is up and good, and no time ran off the clock.
Wow, they ran 9 seconds off?
Wow. 47-40 your score. Westfield in the trap. And broken right there by Morris. Whaley does a good job of fouling her from behind, sending her to the line. Wow, that's a lot of time to run off. That little shot underneath the basket didn't take 9 seconds. Goodness gracious.
Well, there's a lot of angry grandmas up here. So
Whitley Young will come back into the game here.
Or Winter Williams.
Or, excuse me, Winter Williams. I apologize. Morris's shot is up. And good. 48-40 your score, and this score will look a lot closer than the game actually was.
Yeah, Westfield is just got outplayed.
Gracie Duggan rebounds it. Gets it to Caitlin Mosley. Got to hurry here. 48-40 your score. Duggan's shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Calvert. 3, 2, 1. Your score is 48-40, and that's a final. Westfield loses for the first time here at home on the 2014-2015 season to the Lady Gators from Gatewood. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Westfield Hornets look to continue their winning ways at home inside the Hornets' Nest on Friday, January 23rd, as they play host to the Augusta Prep Cavaliers. The Hornets are in the thick of region play and hope they can build upon a tough non-region schedule. The Lady Hornets will tip off at 6:30, followed by the boys' game at 8 o'clock. Catch all of the round ball action only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
Welcome back into the postgame show, the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show, here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network as Westfield loses here tonight, the first time this season at the Hornets' Nest. The Lady Hornets lose 48-40. And Kenny, this was a game where Westfield really couldn't get on track offensively. They played hard defensively, but they had opportunities and never could turn them into points on the offensive end and gave way too many second chance opportunities to the Lady Gators from Gatewood. And you got to give them credit. They played very good, especially on the offensive end. The Lady Gators played an excellent game. Calvert was outstanding, and so was Sydney Lack. And Westfield comes up on the losing end here tonight, again 48-40. And I'll kick it over to Kenny for some look at the final ComSouth stats, and then also give us the player of the game here tonight for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, for Westfield, not pretty, but Chelsea Whaley had 18 points. Whitley Young had 2. Unique Tuberville with 7. And Caitlin Mosley ended up with 4. And Gracie Duggan with 10. So not a very good night for the Lady Hornets, losing here at home, 48-40. But the game was lost on the boards, in my opinion. They never had a chance. They were getting out-rebounded every which way you could turn around. And that is the reason for their loss here tonight. But on the bright side, our Sonic player of the game has to go to Chelsea Whaley, leading scorer here tonight for the Lady Hornets in defeat to the Lady Gators.
Yeah, absolutely. She was outstanding, played very well defensively, forced some turnovers, gave Westfield an opportunity as they cut the lead to 7 with about 2.5 minutes to go, and Westfield just could not get any closer than that. And Westfield started out strong, but could not finish the game, especially in the middle part of the game. That kind of lost it in the second and third quarters. And Westfield falls here, their first region loss. And your final score, 48-40. Lady Hornets fall here tonight. So what we'll do is take a quick break, check back in at about, let's say, 8 o'clock, and we'll be back on the air. You've been listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, ComSouth, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. The Westfield Hornets look to continue their winning ways at home inside the Hornets' Nest on Friday, January 23rd, as they play host to the Augusta Prep Cavaliers. The Hornets are in the thick of region play and hope they can build upon a tough non-region schedule. The Lady Hornets will tip off at 6:30, followed by the boys' game at 8 o'clock. Catch all of the round ball action only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.